The AEK-971, everyone's favorite assault rifle back in Battlefield 3. I would have to say that it was my favorite as well. I don't think it was the best assault rifle. I would have to give that to the M16A3 because it was just simply a laser beam. But I really enjoyed using this weapon. That is primarily because of the combination of the really good medium range accuracy and its high fire rate. It actually has 900 rounds per minute, just as it does in Battlefield 4. And that makes the AEK-971 the second fastest firing assault rifle, right behind the FAMAS with 1000 rounds per minute. So, playing with this weapon in Battlefield 4, I was kind of hoping to get that same experience as it had in Battlefield 3. Just a laser beam, mow people down on close range and medium range, just because of the combination of the high fire rate and the very good medium range accuracy. And I would have to say that it is not very far off as it was in Battlefield 3. I would have to say that the recoil has slightly increased, which actually makes sense to me because 900 rounds per minute cannot become a gun's feature without there being some sort of penalty on the gun, naturally for balancing purposes. But this recoil is very manageable. Now let's talk about the stats a little bit. This weapon has a maximum damage of 25 and drops off to 18 and around 60 meters. That will mean you will need between 4 to 6 shots to drop an enemy. Something that I found that it was really important to remember, that if you're shooting at enemies at longer range, then burst fire is really gonna help you out with this weapon. 60 meters is not a lot of range. Granted that you can shoot 900 rounds per minute down range, but if you're not using hip fire, not a lot of it is going to actually hit your target. Now let's talk about the attachments, starting off with the optics. My preference definitely goes to the Coyote red dot sight, just because it is the easiest to use in Battlefield 4 at the moment. Unfortunately, this is a battle pack unlocked item, so if you haven't been fortunate enough to actually unlock the Coyote red dot sight, I would have to say go with the Cobra red dot sight. It actually reminds me a lot of the Cobra red dot sight in Battlefield 3, which were actually my favorite optics to use on assault rifles. But if I would have to choose between the Cobra red dot sight and the Coyote, I would say go with the Coyote sight. As an accessory, I would use the laser sight, and this has everything to do with the high fire rate on this weapon. Whenever I come in an up close and personal 1v1 situation with an SMG, I find myself actually winning those fights rather than losing them. And if you want to clear small corridors or small rooms, I think the laser sight is definitely going to benefit there. I use hipfire all the time, and I found that it is very effective when you have to make a split-second reaction. As a barrel attachment, I would use the muzzle brake. In combination with the stubby grip, I think this is currently the best way to go on controlling your recoil on assault rifles. However, I would also make a small suggestion to make this loadout a little bit more fun. Early on, I unlocked a suppressor for a battle pack, and using a suppressor instead of the muzzle brake, I was actually having a lot of fun going behind the enemy lines, getting close to the enemy and actually using that suppressor to not appear on the radar, and I found it to be very effective. I really like this weapon. I think this is one of my favorite assault rifles. It actually reminds me of a lot of the AEK-971 back in Battlefield 3, which is a really good thing. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like rating, and I'll see you on the next review. Later, guys.